Hello everyone, and welcome back to round 204 for Tuesday Modern League here at Top Deck Productions. We're at GameSwap Mason, and today, for our future match, we got Andy Falk playing the Druid combo. He loves to play that one, Devoted Druid plus 50 air, with some sort of payoff. Walking Ballistas is normally the way to go with that. And then Justin Gebing on the Jeskai Control, as we see him always playing. How's it going, One Balance? Good to have you. Starts off with a Hall of Fountain Serum Visions. Looks like Justin's on the play as they're starting it off. Draw was a Teferi looking at the Scries. Can't see the Scries, but looks like he's considering them. Both are going on top, and he's going to pass the turn here. Jake Valentine is joining me in the booth currently.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? How's it going, everybody? One Violence, thanks for tuning in. Did you see the question from Sagat there? We have a question from Sagat for SF5. I was told you cannot meta weave ever, or is immediate DQ even if I shut that words. Is that true? Just don't meta weave. For those that don't know, meta weaving is, let's say, for example, you have 40 non-lands and 20 lands. Meta weaving is taking these cards and doing non-land, non-land, land. Non-land, non-land, land. Don't do it. Just do not do it. Just shuffle your deck.
Yep.
And shuffling is not pile cutting. Just shuffle your deck. That takes care of any possible worry about being DQ'd for anything of the sort. Meanwhile, in terms of what's going on in camera, we have a very expensive Jeskai Control deck, and we have a Devoted Druid combo deck from Andy. Andy's been playing this deck a lot recently. Who do you like in this matchup, Matthew?
I like Andy on the play. I think he wins that one. If he's on the draw, however, and Justin has plenty of removal, I think Justin gets it. It really just depends on exactly that. Yeah, so Andy's on the draw, and Justin starts off with only one colored land, but he has more in hand, so he'll be able to cast multicolor removal spells.
He's been essentially filtering his draw steps every turn so far. He's had a Serum Visions into a Search or Canto, so he is essentially only drawing the cards he wants.
Yep.
As one Violence says, Mana Shrew and Mana Flood, it's part of the game. There's a variant to this game.
Justin's going down to 14 here.
Yes.
Or, sorry, 15.
There's a reason why Control decks, especially Modern, run so many different cantrips, so they can make sure they are drawing the cards they need. And even then, it doesn't work out. This variant is a part of the game, whether we like it or not.
Anyway, no, it is 14. He took one from the Double Hierarch swinging in. 100% 14. All right. Here's one of these removal spells we're talking about.
So Andy, I have it heads up play. So what happened? Justin tried to target Devoted Druid with Electrolyze. Yep. In response, Andy put two -1/-1 counters on it, which means that Justin does not deal 2 damage, nor does he draw a card.
Yep.
Goober, there are no bottles in tonight. Here is the main face of the company of Justin tapped out. That's going to resolve. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We see a Tireless Tracker, we see Electric Company, Net Reliquary, and what looks to be a Desk Watch Recruiter.
I imagine that's what the checklist was.
He's getting Tireless Tracker and the Net Reliquary. Pretty solid.
Knight is currently a 3/3.
That is correct. However, Justin has 2 removal spells, 2 very clean removal spells. He has a Lightning Bolt and a Path to Exile.
If I'm Justin, I want to fire off this Bolt and kill the Knight instantly, as well as a Tireless Tracker. You don't want Andy getting any clues.
Question from Earthbound to Eric. How do we feel about Preordained and Modern? As a Storm player, I would love it. As a realistic Storm player, there is no way that card ever deserves to be a Modern. Ever.
I mean, you have Serum Visions right now, and like even like these Jeskai decks or any control list would be picking up Preordained.
Yeah, the card is just too efficient.
Yep.
There's a reason why we're starting to see Serum Visions get printed more and more in supplemental sets, just because that is very clearly the card Wizards wants in terms of modern cantrips.
You're seeing tons of debates everywhere about like Faithless Looting and Ancient Stirrings as cards just being like superior cantrips.
Yes.
And not to say that I think they deserve to be banned, but just the concept of people not wanting such powerful 1-mana filters.
Faithless Looting is really good in these decks that utilize the Graveyard, whether it's a Graveyard deck or even the Death Shadow deck that can still utilize the Graveyard in certain ways. But just show me your camp. Just don't mana weave. That is, just don't mana weave. That if you do not mana wave, you do not have to go around the slippery slope about whether or not it is officially legal or not legal.
Yeah, basically if you're doing it and your opponent notices you doing it, they can call judge, and then it's up to the judge if you're disqualified or not.
Correct.
Which basically means just don't do it and don't risk it. There's no reason for you to do it.
There is, I believe it's, 8 shuffles that essentially efficiently randomizes your deck.
I'm pretty sure it's, for a 52 card deck, it's 7. So
it's 7?
Well, Magic is 60, so it's probably 8. 7 or 8, but yeah.
Yeah, but there's a number that exists that officially shuffles your deck. You don't need to mana weave. You don't need to do anything. Just shuffle your deck.
So when you're mana weaving or doing that, it's basically stacking your deck.
Justin able to draw a Path to Exile here. No real threats on the board for Andy, and more importantly, too, Andy has 3 lands in hand.
Yep.
Justin's just going to pass it back, though. He doesn't
We're going to be stacking this Horizon
5.
Canopy to draw a card.
Yeah. So Andy has too many lands. Justin, not enough.
Justin's fine. Well, the thing is, Justin's also pathing, so he's going to be able to search for more lands. But as long as Justin has efficient removal and enough of it, he should be good.
Just whether or not you turn around and break just clumps.
So if you're trying to break up clumps and then you're shuffling your deck 10 times, those potential clumps you had, either way, are going to be eradicated.
Yeah. So let's say you weave your deck or stack your deck. You still got to shuffle it, and if you do a certain amount of shuffles, your deck becomes sufficiently randomized.
And like something that you could be doing, so there's a difference between shuffling and cutting your deck. Cutting your deck is just taking clumps of cards and changing the order of those clumps. That's how you would keep clumps, right? But that's not shuffling your deck.
Meanwhile, Andy getting the Noble Hierarch beats. Justin's down to 12.
Yep.
He doesn't have a Snapcaster Mage hand, though. In terms of pile shuffling, it is not a shuffle. It is you're counting. I will just count to 60 and then shuffle. There's a reason why there's a rule regarding the piling of cards.
Yes.
Just because it's not a shuffle, and it takes way too much time.
It really does take.
So Justin drew it in the Snapcaster Mage, and more importantly, he flipped that Searcher's counter. He has land number 5, that good old blue ramp spell. He's just going to pass it back, and he's going to track his Horizon Canopy. Justin with, again, 2 Snapcaster Mages at the ready. He draws a Vizier, a Remedy to the turn, so in theory, he has the combo, but Justin is raring to go with the Snap Bolt or Snap Path. And again, if you shuffle hard enough and you still have clumps, it'll happen. I mean, it's really good when you're drawing a bunch of relevant spells in the heat of the mid or late game. That just means you have a clump of non-land spells. It's just a clump. Justin's going to respond to this Vizier. He's going to flashback Path on the Devoted Druid. That's going to resolve, and he gets a land for his trouble. This is part of the problems I have mentioned in the past with this Devoted Druid combo deck. It can't combo off at instant speed. You need to set everything up. Devoted Druid needs to not have summoning sickness. That's the result.
And that's why like these control decks can win really easily if they have instant speed removal. It just prevents Andy from ever comboing off.
Yeah, it's really hard for Andy to put pressure with the combo on for Justin, just because he needs to untap with it. He can't just instant speed.
And even if he does untap with it, Justin can still interrupt it.
Yeah. Pile counting is not allowed more than once per game because it's not shuffling. You're counting cards. You're not shuffling cards. You're doing it in a pile. You're counting. You're counting them. They're not a shuffle. It doesn't matter how fast you can pile 60 cards out. It's not shuffling. If someone who knows what they're doing would only do that as their quote-unquote shuffle, then they can 1,000% very easily stack that deck. Meanwhile, Justin stepping in another Snapcaster Mage for another Path to Exile on another threat from Andy. So a whole lot of nothing going on, but now Justin has kind of some blockers. He draws a Cryptic Command, but instead of holding it up, he's going to slam the Fairy. He's going to plus it. He's going to draw a card.
Because untap 2 lands, and he gets a Bolt, so he's going to be able to kill whatever Andy has coming up next.
Yep, this is just the power of Jeskai against his deck that needs to untap to combo off. Justin has the ability to tap out on turn 5, draw a card, have only 2 mana untapped, and he is he's still in the driver's seat here.
Yeah, Justin shouldn't lose this unless he runs out of removal spells.
Yes. And he's going to attack with his Vizier. He gets the double Exalted triggers, so that's a thing. Trigger on the stack. Justin will bolt it. And all Andy can do is pass it back.
Yep. He has land something.
It is electrolyzed. I think it's 2 lands for Andy.
Electrolyze can kill both of these noble hires.
That is correct. He draws in a gate as well. That's very
Not
important.
that he needs to, but he's
There's
going to
actually
do it.
1/1. That's going to resolve. Justin draws a card. It's the Searcher as Kenta. He's going to untap.
Yeah, so he's going to untap, get 2 blue sources so he can cast his Cryptic Command.
Yes.
Because the mana leak does absolutely nothing. And he has way too many lands. And he has 3 lands in hand. Well, that's definitely a game.
There's
Nothing Andy can do.
And he's going to play it out. He's going to get that on-screen time as Justin draws another Cryptic Command.
Yep. So potentially, like if Justin showed Andy his hand, I'm pretty sure Andy would concede.
If Justin face up, this game's over.
Yep, but Justin doesn't know he's sitting on 2 lands, so might as well. And he could just be waiting to combo off. Potentially, but...
He could have took the end of turn company, but again, no, just 2 lands in hand.
Yeah, or just draw company, but... Justin has too many counter spells for that to ever happen. With this Cryptics, he can also draw a card. Or return a Snapcaster Mage to his hand that we can just snap
Justin
counter again.
Does that quite often, I should add it.
I mean, it's good. It just means you're getting an additional counter spell every turn.
Paulo Theodoro tagging the card Abandon Hope as a...
Yep.
Andy maybe should follow that advice. Looks like he drew another land, maybe?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was another Windswept Heath.
Yep, Windswept Heath. So 2 shock lands and a fetch land.
He's going to
That'll do it.
scoop it up. Yep.
Justin wins this first game, able to
more hands
deal
on
with
top.
Andy's minuscule stretch. So, Justin, of course, is known for playing his very expensive, very promotional decks. For those who don't know, this past weekend at Penny Arcade Expo West, Wizards of the Coast had a panel. And they revealed some Ravnica cards. They revealed Shocklands, revealed some cards from the guilds. They also revealed the Mythic Edition box for Guilds Ravnica. For those that don't know, this is 24 booster packs with an MSRP of $250. 8 of the booster packs will have these full art borderless foil planeswalkers.
Yep.
They look pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing to have.
Are they referring to them as masterpieces? I think they are.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
So you have to buy this Mythic box from Hasbro directly. You can't get it from LGS.
Yep.
You can't pull them from a normal box. You have to buy it from Hasbro directly.
For $250.
Yeah, for what's worth, the Planeswalkers Elspeth, Knight Errant, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, Ral Izzet Viceroy, which is the new one from Ravnica, Liliana, Last Hope, Duretti, Ingenious Iconoclast, Nicole Bolas Planeswalker, Tezzeret Aged of Bolas, and the 8th card is going to be Vraska. We don't know what the card is, though, but it will be Vraska. So the question I pose to you, Matthew, I pose to you, chat, as well. Is this a good thing or a bad thing that we're getting this Mythic Edition box that has only 24 booster packs, even though 8 of the packs do include these Masterpiece Planeswalkers, but it's at a higher price point and only available from Hasbro's website?
It's terrible.
Why is it terrible?
It's like, this is more expensive than even Master Set boxes when they were being sold. It's what, $10 a pack, right? Or something you're getting 24 packs for $250. So it's a little more than $10 a pack for, you get one of each, basically?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So you're getting one of each, and if you're trying to get like a place of these cards or whatever, I don't know. It just seems really bad. You can only get it through Hasbro, can't get it at your LGS. So you're cutting out that cycle there, and then...
I will say yes. The buy box promos have been introduced as a way to incentivize people to buy from the LGS. Say what you want about Nexus of Fate, but there is no way that card alone did not sell so many extra boxes for a core set in the summer that otherwise would not have been sold.
Especially being a core set.
Yeah, for what it's worth, the MSRP of course of this Mythic edition is $250.
Yeah.
Do you know how much a foil Teferi currently costs?
I do not.
$100.
Okay.
Do you know how much a foil Liliana Last Hope currently costs?
Sure don't. Probably about the same.
That is correct. Also $100. So that's $200 right there between 2 cards alone.
I'd say it's a hypothetical $200. If you're trying to sell the cards, I Not entirely sure. I like on most of these cards are gonna be sold on like eBay or TCG Player, right?
Yeah.
So we're looking at SCG Player right now.
At a premium, I want to say too.
Yeah.
I do not see a world where these full art masterpiece planeswalkers are not less expensive than the SCG cost for foils.
Yeah.
For us with the ready is $60. Foil. So what I'm trying to say is I understand why this limited edition is a bad idea, as Justin will on Andy's draw step path the Noble Hierarch.
Prevent that
I understand
land from entering on tap.
the concerns. However, this is very clearly a premium product. This is not intended for everybody. I do agree that I don't know why these purple walkers are not just normal masterpieces to help sell boxes.
Yep.
On the flip side, I don't think Ravnica needs any help.
Hopefully not.
In terms of selling product.
Yeah, you have Shocklands.
Especially since Shocklands are in it and everyone loves Ravnica. And some of these mechanics look really cool. I cannot wait to cast the Surveil counterspell.
Agreed.
I don't know how many of these are going to exist. But I mean, this is 1,000% a premium product. There's also 1,000% pure profit for Wizards.
Yeah, they're just trying to rake in the money.
Yeah, don't forget, when it comes to Wizards selling distributors, their distributors are not buying the cases, the boxes at full MSRP.
Yeah.
Wizards gets to charge full MSRP directly, so it's pure profit for them. And I like to think maybe in a perfect world that they'll take that profit into improving card stock quality and making sure that GP price payouts are what they can be, pro card payouts are what they can be, as Andy has the combo of Tireless Tracker into Fetch Land here on his third turn. That is amazing. What we're trying to say is I like to think in a perfect world that Hasbro can take these profits and put them into improving Magic as a whole. I would rather have these premium Mythic Edition boxes than countless supplemental sets that people cannot keep up with. With the card quality is not up to snuff.
Yep.
That's just my 2 cents. I'd rather have this than 3 master sets within 18 months, 2 of which are terrible.
Yeah. They did really good with the first one, then every time after it just got further and further away from what succeeded in the first one.
And these things are going to sell out faster than the Comic-Con sets did. And there might be some attempted price gouging. I'll make the argument that if you can't afford what the singles are going to be worth, then you may not be the intended audience. As sweet as they'll be to own these cards, again, I feel like these are 1,000% a premium. For those that don't follow video games, there's a trend now. You have the normal edition, the collector's edition, and the ultimate collector's edition. This is the cream of the crop, highest high roller type card. Again, as Andy's getting in there for an attack with the Vizier and the Tireless Tracker.
Something interesting here that we should probably look back on is Justin path the Noble Hierarch instead of just saving the path.
It's fine. He has Snapcaster Mages. He's A-okay with this. He does not want
Andy but basically,
to ramp.
He let Andy ramp anyways, though. He got rid of a removal spell to give him a land.
At the same time, though, cut Andy down a little bit. Like, he could have turned to that Tireless Tracker.
Okay, sure, yeah. So he got rid of 1 mana for 1 turn, but I'm not sure it was worth it. He'd rather just have the path for the Tireless Tracker now, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he can snap it.
Sure, but then he's using up a snap. We're going to see that happen now.
But that's just my 2 cents on it. It'll be great for everyone to be able to get these Planeswalkers if they want them. Unfortunately, that's not the world we live in. And I'm hoping that Hasbro will take the pure profit from this and put it into improving their card quality as well as the quality of the game itself. For what it's worth, somebody from the official Magic the Gathering Twitter account tweeted a little boomerang image of the foil of Ral is a Viceroy. It looks really sweet.
Yeah, it does look pretty nice.
But yeah, personally, I would have seen them as masterpieces. I would have loved to see them as masterpieces Dominaire. They were a little bit nervous about Dominaire selling. Of course, that was foolish in hindsight, but I would have much preferred to see these as a masterpiece to help drop the cost down to some of the cards in the set as well. There's a Noble Hierarch coming in there from Andy. He has 2 negates in hand. Does it attack for 5?
Yeah, those negates should probably secure this game.
Yeah.
Just because, again, he needs those to cancel out Justin's removal. And he does have that breeding pool.
He has a Dispel in hand, so he's able to very cleanly enter a negate.
Yeah, and Andy only has one blue source, except for the Noble Hierarchy.
Correct. The Noble Hierarchy is summon sick.
Yes.
Yeah, I would not be shocked to see Teferi and Lily hitting that much money. Don't forget, I mean, for people who bought in on the Hascom promo box, they made the money back alone with the Transformer promo. We have a Field of Ruin on the breeding pool. This might let Andy get a basic island. If he has it, he does not. That could have been really bad for Justin there, but instead, Justin now has taken Andy off blue mana completely, and he can fully resolve anything.
Well, he has Noble
chooses to. And it's still summon sick though.
Yeah, for this turn.
Yeah,
but
and this is the opportune turn for Justin. He's able to land like a Teferi or something like that. I mean, to be fair,
sure, but he's like out of mana. Like, there's nothing for him to do except potentially kill this Noble Hierarchy.
Yeah, if he has a removal spell, there's Electrolyze.
Yep. All right. We want to kill this Hierarch, I think.
He has a Cryptic as well. I mean, he can't snap anything back because there's no instant
He's at 6. He has to deal with this Knight.
I imagine he's gonna tap draw.
I think we're Wrathing, yeah.
No, that's Wrathing. Okay.
That's the only way he's gonna kill this Knight.
And he realizing that his Noble Hierarch is summon sick, and Wrath will resolve. And he will drop the clue for his troubles, and then he has the option to crack with this.
I imagine we will be. He also has a surgical extraction if he wants to fire that off end of turn. Probably he might, but I don't think he needs to. He can get a Snapcaster Mage.
I wouldn't mind casting a Snapcaster Mage. Surprised he didn't fire off the Horizon Canopy.
Agreed.
Yeah.
For
the turn.
Goes to another blue source.
He's back at it with the blue sources. And
he had the Windswept Teeth in hand, so he could have gotten it anyways. But still,
there's another Knight
for Justin.
He might be trying to save this surgical for a Snapcaster Mage target.
Sure.
Justin's hand is a really...
Like, you might as well just get rid of Snapcaster Mage then, at that point.
So Justin's hand, he has a Cryptic command, but with Andy shocking when he didn't need to, he has to be aware that Andy has a counterspell. I mean, Andy tried to use his Noble Hierarch, and he had to be aware that he has at least one, if not two counterspells.
Yep.
He will untap, he will draw, he will get in there for at least 6. And he double-checking his lands in graveyard. There is 4. That is a 6/6 Knight of the Royal Quarry. In terms of bolting the bird, you always bolt the bird. 1000% always. In fact, we at Top Deck have a shirt that says bolt the bird that will be selling again in the very near future. Always bolt the bird. You always, always, always bolt the bird.
Don't path the bird, though.
You bolt the bird. You push the druid.
You can also just push the bird.
What do you do to the elf? You shock the elf?
Or you could just push the elf. Or both.
Thanks, Benny. Thanks for finally being able to catch us in live. There's a cryptic command for Justin in response. This is a surgical extraction.
Yep. Taking Wrath of God. Interesting. I think that's a one-of, but...
It is, but this lets Andy get some information. Because, again, he has the gate in hand. He has won this game. And now Andy doing the really heads-up play of getting the most information about what his opponent has sideboarded in. Surprised Justin let it resolve. I imagine a more competitive that Justin just instantly concedes.
Oh, no, he hasn't fired off the negate yet. Justin's still alive.
But Justin has to know. He's dead. He has to know.
Maybe, but...
We have some people saying you always bolt the bird, but also you always bolt the face. Eric, I am firmly a believer of bolting the bird.
Yeah.
And he gets information from his bonus deck.
Now
Justin the gate. Justin says, yeah, we're done. Okay, Andy Falk getting game number 2 on the play.
Yep. Going to game 3.
You wondered whether or not it was worth it for Justin to path the Hierarch. I still think it was, just because it prevents a turn 2 Talus Tracker. To be fair, that means that Talus Tracker gets passed, but at the same time, if that allows Andy to turn 3 collect a company. Essentially, Justin wants to...
Either play allows him to turn 3 collecting company. He still has the mana from the Noble Hierarch.
Assuming Andy draws the lands, though. Justin.
Sure, but even if he doesn't draw the land and you path it, he still has the same number of mana resources.
I think Justin's line there was to
it basically
use
all
every
it did.
spell as soon
It
as
got
it
rid
could.
of Exalted and it cut Andy off of 1 mana for that 1 turn, and it made it a singular mana instead of a tricolor mana. So I guess that's another buff, but I still don't think it was worth it.
I feel like Justin, in terms of 1-for-1 removal, is at the advantage, and he's able to leverage that and prevent Andy from ramping up.
Yeah.
Ahead of curve. That's the thing. Andy still got the ramp. He still got to have 4 mana on turn 3, but he didn't accelerate. If that makes any sense. He couldn't do it. He couldn't play the turn 2 tracker into a possible turn 3 company. He had to do a turn 3 tracker into a little bit of turn 4 company. If that makes any sense.
Turn 3 tracker still worked out fine though.
Yes. Going into game number 3, these players are actually both playing in our Tuesday Night Modern League here on Tetra Productions. It's very simple. For those of you that are in the Cincinnati area and want to get involved with the league, coming down the GameSwap Mason, we are in the northern suburbs of Cincinnati, Ohio. And it's just $5 to enter. For details on how to enter, go to topdeckproductions.com. Players will be getting $200 worth of prizes. Of course, Justin won the August League, so he got $100 cash into his pocket. Second place gets $50. Third and fourth get $25. Not bad for some weeknight magic.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that's on top of the star credit that GameSwap pays you out as well. And that's based on your record. So very easy to make a lot of money, a lot of star credit to keep playing Magic. It's very easy to free roll Magic here.
Yeah.
Especially with the league and the normal payouts that you have in Star Credit. And of course, you can use that credit to participate in more events at GameSwap Mason, including Tuesday Night Modern, which you're watching right now. Wednesday is Standard Night as well, that is on stream. As well as we're starting up Legacy here too for GameSwap Mason. On Thursday, they have Modern as well. And of course, Friday. Did you know there's 3 events that GameSwap Mason runs on Fridays?
Yeah.
Do you know what they are?
Draftings, Standard, Modern, and there's also a bunch of EDH players.
That is correct.
As well as
Friday's
Pauper.
a very, very busy night.
Yep.
Yeah, those are the events that you watch live here on Top Deck Productions. All currently played at GameSwap Mason.
Also, this Saturday, we're having a team event.
That is true.
Which will be streamed.
Team constructed, Standard, Modern, and Legacy. Patrick Narsavage and Zach West will be in the booth for that.
Yeah, it'll be 4 to 6 rounds with a cut the top 4.
It's a cut the top 4? Yeah, because it is a team tournament, yes. It's going to be exciting to see how that goes. And of course, that is part of the Luke Browning Benefit Memorial. Of course, Luke is a local Magic player. He may or may not be in the chat currently. He had a pretty bad car accident, but he's made a very fortunate recovery. He's been playing recently. Whenever he can, between therapies. I think he went back into surgery a little bit, but it's been nice to see him back.
Yeah, he was actually here at the PPTQ, and he went, although he conceded every match, for each match he played, he went undefeated. I think we were talking, and he said he might have dropped like 1 or 2 games, but he won all the best of 3s for the first
no, he did not die. He is alive and well. Benefit, yes, would be a better name for it. He's still alive and well. He's doing fine. We just want to make sure that we can lift his spirits after his accident.
Yeah.
But he really won all of his games and just conceded? How come?
Well, because he wasn't able to stay for the entire event. Okay. Because of the way he is. He can't... I think he's sleeping more, and he...
Thank you, Wedget15, for the
doesn't have enough energy still to make it through the day.
It was nice to see him play, though.
Yep.
Nice to see him doing it. Like, he was on a run with him, Justin Gebing, and Kyle Palmer doing a pretty good run in terms of team tournaments. They top forward the Atlanta Team Open earlier this year. Got to participate in the Invitational as well. I know they're all looking forward to getting back on that trail.
Alrighty, you're seeing fetch for Steam events here.
Of course, Team Events coming back into Standard pretty soon. I'm excited for that.
Yes.
Giving me the chance to buy some sub $10 Steam Vents.
Hopefully, yeah.
How do you feel about the artwork on this new Steam Vents?
I'm not a fan. I like the other 4 a lot. I think they're better than all the previous ones. But
I think the artworks are really cool, but
the Steam Vent just looks really weird to me.
I'm gonna be that person and be like, it's not a mountain or an island, I guess. Technically, the past Steam Vents were too, but I don't know. I think they're cool. There's a devoted druid.
What entry fee are we talking about for one of the events here at GameStop?
I'm sure Demir for Life is mentioning about an entry fee at their local game store.
Okay,
we have 30 people total playing in the room tonight.
Yeah, it is for a Tuesday Night Modern, but it is our league, which attracts a lot more players.
Yes,
of course.
Yes, there are some new players in the league this month as well. We give you a full rundown of everybody in the league tomorrow once we accumulate standings.
All right, well, this Devoted Druid's probably going to die soon, but it's currently on the field. We see a Ceremonious Rejection,
I do not imagine
Plain Scalding
world.
Tarn in Justin's hand, as well as a couple other cards that I couldn't quite see yet.
I don't imagine. Andy has a Vizier in his hand.
He has 2 Viziers.
I don't see a world where he gets to resolve
2 Viziers, a Knight, 2 Courser Crucifix. No, 2 Knights. He has 2 of each. 2 Courser, 2 Knight, and 2 Vizier.
I also really bet that Andy had 2 white sources available to him. So Andy's able to make infinite mana if he so chooses to, but he doesn't have an additional white source.
Yes, he can just play 2
So
Courses.
actually, he could Ghost Quarter himself.
Justin has no removal. He has 2 Snapcaster Mages.
He has no way to interact, so he's letting Andy do this as much as he wants.
Yep. So normally, Justin would be dead here.
Yes.
But in the current
It's going to be
circumstances, that
interesting to
is
see what
not
Andy
the
does
case,
here.
because
Does
Andy
he-
does not have the payoff.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's not Ghost Quartering himself to play the Knight. I mean, would you just slam everything you have here, or is he just valuing the gate that much? I'm also not sure why...
He has another Courser, so you might as well just play that.
Not sure why Justin has this Ceremonious Rejection. Also, he doesn't have, I think he has 2 lands, Vizier... No, he has 2 Knights, Vizier, and that is an Eternal Witness.
Yes. Which cannot currently get anything.
We have someone saying for the price of the Mythic Box, they want a Texas to Fairy. I do not, as cool as that would be, I don't see a world where
Planeswalkers, it's very awkward. So what it would have to be, I think, at the bare minimum, I think it would need to have the starting loyalty and then each, like the +1, -3, etc.
Thank you, Quinn Hunts.
At the minimum.
Ceremonious Rejection for Walking Ballista.
Because I don't think any of us really know, like, the exact starting loyalty, the plus, the minus, the ultimate, all that stuff. Like, could you tell me all that for Ral Zarek? Or like Liliana, the Last Hope even. I think Lily enters at 3. It's a +1 minus something, -2, and then -7. But that's because I played Lily. But I don't even think that's right. It might be.
So Justin's showing a sign of weakness here. He is Snap Serum Visioning.
Yeah,
he has a Cryptic
0 removal spells, and he just got a Cryptic. Hey, I was right. It is +1.
Question is Andy going
-7.
to Ghost Quarter?
He might.
I bet he would love to draw
a non-negate. I don't know. I think he kind of wants negate right now. Prevent a Wrath of God.
But he has no way to cast it currently. He's going to...
Oh, you're right. Yeah. He doesn't have blue mana. He's going to gain life that way.
Yeah, he can't gain mana there.
And he could also be looking for a payoff card since he knows Justin's starting to tap out. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah. Of course, Justin again has the Ceremonious Rejection, as Quinn Hunts mentioned.
Yes.
For the Walking Ballista, should Andy draw it. We're to see what happens here. Andy just flat out saying, you're moving at Rejection, aren't you?
When he top decks the Walking Ballista. Well, Andy has a good idea of what's going on, but we'll see if he can top deck the Walking Ballista.
It's a Walking Ballista on top of the deck.
Justin starts laughing as well. I think Andy...
But here's the thing, though. Andy has Eternal Witness in hand. So he's going to add infinite mana.
It doesn't even matter.
He's going to play Ballista. He's going to get countered. He's going to witness it.
All right, 10 million green mana.
Oh, no, Andy, no, why? Andy realized the mistake he just made. Andy had the line to Ballista, having a counter and his back.
Immediately.
Oh, no.
That was so funny. The moment he played it, he's just like, oh, no.
Andy, what have you done?
Oh, that's funny. I think Andy's still in a really good spot here, though. He can play at night.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I think, yeah. So that's pretty funny. But I think Andy's still very in this game.
I don't know. Justin gets to untap a Cryptic. Oh, no.
Yeah, so Justin will be able to tap down Andy's team, but...
No. Andy, why?
That's pretty funny.
Andy, well, he...
It was all right there. He had the win.
He doesn't need to tap the Druid because he has demonstrated Infinite Loop in the previous turn. And so Justin, he just says to Justin, infinite mana. Justin says, sure. They're just shortcutting.
You can't declare infinite, but he said 10 million or something.
So Quinn, what happened was he had to play Ballista. It gets countered. Then play Eternal Witness, target Ballista, put it back to his hand, and replay Ballista. However, he cast the Eternal Witness first. And the second he let go of the card, he realized his mistake.
Yes. Justin's going tap land, and And your explosives, interesting.
And your explosives for 2. He's going to pop it
activate
immediately.
it now. Get rid of that infinite green mana.
Goodbye combo. More importantly, and he could draw a land here.
Yeah, so he land on top.
Off the top it is.
Nope.
Is it about a druid?
Which means no Collective Company, but he still can play one of these knights, and I think he has to.
Yeah.
He needs to play a knight here.
Oh, Andy. Andy, why?
Yeah, so Justin's going on a 10 here. So if he plays a knight, he can actually make this a 2-turn clock, but if he he has to play a knight here. Yeah, we have 10-22. Players just confirming electricals, and here's the knight. Yeah, so if he casted the ballista first, he had the game, but and it was funny because the turn prior he said, "I'm assuming you're leaving up that 1 blue mana for the ceremonious rejection for when I top deck my walking ballista," and then the walking ballista ended up on top.
I think, and thank you for the bits, Neil Drox.
Yep.
I think Andy's going. I'm gonna put this spell out as a bait spell.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Neil Drox, real quick, can you enter the command !points? I want to see if you get 1 mana per bit you just cheered. That'd help me out a lot if you could.
Talking about how Andy needed pact negation to take care of the problem.
Make sure
on tap, he will draw a devoted druid. So Justin just grinded out events, and he's been pretty much buying these cards just by winning events. Robert Meadows, who is our
he also does work at GameSwap.
Yeah,
so
he does work at LGS.
He's working at a card store, so he does kind of have really good access to getting the cards, but
also, you know, Justin and Robert Meadows, they're really good at grinding local events to buy. What's the word I'm looking for?
Thanks, Neil Drox.
Buy the cards they need for legacy or just really expensive foil decks. Justin mentioned it is very expensive. Very, very, very expensive this deck is. King, his basics are Guru basics. I jokingly say, hey man, we're gonna get those foil Gurus, but those Gurus are not cheap.
Yeah, those Gurus are not at all, and they don't exist in foil, but
Alpha. Justin decides he wants the Gurus over the Alphas.
I mean, Alpha basics have those horrendous corners.
Yeah, essentially, the Gurus are they the most expensive basic lands you can get?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they are.
And he gets a breeding pool off the fetch, so he's going to take the 2, even though he has a cursor in play.
Are you allowed having I'm sure you are, especially when it's not competitive REL, but are you allowed having Alpha basics with the difference in card?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Because I'll have to ask our local judge about that, just because it is that's a pretty big corner difference if you're thinking about it.
Yeah. I do not, Justin, does play competitively, and no one has mentioned anything about it, as we see a Vizier of Remedies on the top of the deck. So Andy can't reassemble this combo.
I think, Summer Basics might be there, but I'm pretty sure Alpha's in opaque sleeves. Okay, but I just feel like you'd be able to feel the corners or something. I don't know. This just seems a little weird. But then, maybe you already stole the skin. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, so I think Summers might actually be a little more expensive. But I'm not entirely sure.
Justin letting Andy get a combat. He's at 6, but of course 6 is not 0. And in the turn, Justin's going to be able to ruin Andy's blue source. No surprise there. It will grow the red Chloe, but in the long run, that's Justin's A-OK with that.
Because Justin's just going to have to remove it, or he's going to die to it.
We'll see what Justin does here as well.
Justin's trying his best to find the removal. So this is game 3, though, so it all pretty much comes down to this. A Wrath of God could just decide this game.
Both these players are in the league, so they want to get up to a hot start. Because, again, there's only 4 Tuesdays in September, which means there's no dropped weeks in this league.
Yep. So every week counts.
Yeah. Of course, I said that Justin went 1-3, then 4-0, 4-0, 4-0 to win the August league.
Yeah. So this negate actually cannot be cast because Justin took him off the blue mana, so that's nice.
It depends on if Andy floated the mana.
It's on top of his deck. It doesn't matter.
Oh, that is true. Never mind.
Yeah. But basically, what Andy might do is Ghost Quarter. One of his own lands if he desperately wants that blue mana, but I'm not sure if I see that happening.
Justin has the ability to play Teferi, plus untap, have another cryptic ready to go.
And that's really good for him. That's right where he wants to be. He wants to ult this Teferi and win the game that way.
He draws a Lightning Helix. He has a Bolt in hand as well.
That's really good. We can remove potentially 2 creatures here. The Knight is still not going to be killable. Because we can't see Andy's graveyard, but
it's pretty big.
We'll try and get a count on how big this Knight is. I think it's around
He's
a 7/7.
been fetching and ghost coding. This Knight's pretty. It's out of
a Field of Ruin. Yeah.
It is a 6/6 Knight though, Chloe.
Okay, but it's not out of range of Helix plus Bolt.
Yeah, but Justin.
Are you sure there's a Bolt in Justin's hand? I didn't see one there.
I think there. But Justin, even if he has Bolt and Helix, he's not going to 2-for-1 himself on that one card.
I don't know. He might. If it depends on staying alive.
He can just Cryptic tap draw.
Yeah.
Here's a Cryptic command. Nope. There's another Cursor Cryptics. Cursor's coming back. We might see Andy counter. Or sorry, we might see Justin tap draw.
Yep.
No, it's gonna resolve. We see a Woods of Teeth on top. Andy goes to 21. Of course, Justin could take the very aggressive line if Andy only attacks with 1 creature.
Yes, we'll see.
He has a Snapcaster Mage as well. I mean, Justin, in theory, could Helix Andy to go to 9. Or Helix the Eternal to go to 9.
Something like that. I would just go for the Devoted Druid, but I see we're going for the Eternal Witness.
He's going to Helix.
That prevents the most damage. It seems a little risky. He has a Snap to flash into block if necessary, but that just loses a lot of value.
Yeah, I mean, this, in theory, prevents Justin from dying this turn.
Yeah, but then there's that in theory word, and that's a little He can throw 2 more lands into the graveyard, make it an 8/8.
How can he throw 2 more lands in the graveyard?
He has Fetch Flying Ghost Quarter.
But still, that doesn't kill Justin. Justin goes to 9.
He goes quarter his own land too. Make it a 9.
That would be 9, yes. That's when he would go in for the block with the Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah, which just feels really bad. So I think we wanted to Cryptic here, and then the following turn he has Snap Cryptic again.
He goes to 9. The other thing too is Andy can just attack the fairy.
Well, I would.
Like, I get his lethal attack, but Andy could not go for it and just maybe attack the fairy. See what Justin does.
If Andy doesn't see the line, he could. But if I'm him, he would have. He's going for it. It's interesting. I think we still snap block here. That Teferi's going to be drawing you cards. I think you value that a lot more. That's a lot of weird things went on there. That just the whole thought process in that. I think Andy just should have gone for the kill. He has actually he would have lost the forest on top if he fetched, but Andy's looking for something at a Ghost Quarter.
Justin is at 9. So there was the Knight swung at the Fairy and got blocked by the Snapcaster Mage. I mean, he had the ability to go for it, but Andy taking the cautious line.
Yep.
Justin draws the path. Thank you, Chris Gems, for the follow.
Enjoy your 50 mana. Right, firing off the Serum Visions. We're going to draw a basic island. That's not great.
We see Bolt land.
I think we're probably keeping the Bolt.
Yep,
Lands on bottom.
He has a Sculpt at the top of his deck with the Fairy. He's going to draw a Lightning Bolt for his double.
Yes.
First, he's going to draw the Bolt, and the Magic is going to path this Knight.
Yep. That's going to get rid of a lot of damage here. And Andy can fetch shock in response to negate. I think he's going for it. Yes. Yeah. 100%. You don't want to draw that forest anyways, because you already have 4 lands to collect the company.
At 19. He's going to fetch shock down to 18, but game 1 off the cursor.
Yes.
However, Justin, again, has his Cryptic command in hand. Depends on if Justin wants to use it here or not.
I think we counter bounce the cursor, or you just counter draw. No, either one works.
You want to bounce this. I mean, you're not going to tap out, I guess, because you're going to untap with the Fairy, but...
Yeah. Well, I think if he draws, he's fine.
Thank you, Li Wah, for the follow.
Enjoy your 50 mana.
Of course, use that mana to purchase tickets to enter our giveaway for the Lord Windgrace Commander deck. There's a negate on the path of exile.
Yeah, we're Crypticing. I think we either draw a card here or we bounce the Courser.
We are snap Crypticing this. Of course,
he's thinking about the
still
modes.
Bolt something.
He's going for the counter draw. Okay, I mean that's fine. Get some more possible draws.
Counter draw results.
More counter spells. Let's see what this draw is. It's a Flooded Strand. That's not great.
Andy asking if he can shortcut instead of just shuffling, because they are pressed for time, just taking the top card and just presenting the top card as the next card. There's a Talus Jacker. Here's a Bolt on the Devoted Druid.
Okay. That means no infinite combos coming up.
Nope.
Play the Flooded Strand. He's going to untap 2 lands.
3 mana available for Justin.
Passes the turn.
Thank you, Rampant 10 for the follow.
Enjoy that 50 sweet mana. You can use that to buy 2
Look at
tickets.
Andy's determining, do I want a company here in my draw before I draw? Nope, he's going to draw the Talus Jacker.
No, I think
then on top is a Lockstone. Sorry, a Colossal. I always do that. It's a Colossal Pride Mage.
Yeah.
I always do that because it's a cat.
There are a lot of cat. Lockstone Smiter's not a cat. That's a Rhino.
He's a very quick attack at the Fairy with the Cursor Crucifix. We're going to see a Knight of the Royal Quarry. Going with the card Justin didn't know about.
It's an elephant, my bad. But yeah, all the Lockstones are like elephant dudes.
I just mix up the Lockstone and the Leon, and I'm just terrible.
Yeah. Yep, you are pretty terrible.
Jake is terrible confirmed.
100%. Glad we made that official. Justin's fetching. He should be at 8 now. And then the Corsair went at Teferi, preventing him from alting. But it probably will be only
It's
at Justin
pronounced
next turn.
Teferi.
Yeah, but I call it Teferi to make you upset.
Oh my god.
We've gone over this so many times. ZKLL, thanks for the follow. Enjoy that 50 mana.
Chat, please let us know
Yeah,
the
Lockstones
correct
are
pronunciation for Teferi.
We already know it's Teferi, but I say Teferi just because it's more exciting.
Oh my god.
It's, I don't know. It's just like the added benefit of saying Teferi just make Jake upset. Is that a full foil deck? Yes, it is.
Aside from the Guru Lands, which is
The Guru Lands have the foil stamp, so close enough. It's a completely maxed out promo deck. How about that?
Someone's saying that
it's
their
basically like
friend
the most
pronounces
expensive
the
version.
card Tefari.
Can you give us a yes or no if it's Tefari? Because that's
It is not Tefari.
no. If his friend says it Tefari, we all know it's Teferi.
It's
But
Teferi.
Teferi is, I don't know. I've never heard of Tefari.
Teferi.
Teferi? Well, I think all are fine.
Teferi the furry. The true dot here. I mean, a search is cast.
See, if Wizards wanted a specific name and pronunciation for the card, they should have named it something easier to say, like Jace.
So all Justin has in hand is a mountain. It's a very expensive mountain, but nonetheless. And Andy's gonna collect the company. He finds. He found a Primate, Talus Jacker, Knight, and a Devoted Druid. He's not interesting. He's not going to get
The Tef is silent, so it's Uri.
the Primate. Oh, he has a Primate in hand. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
Surgical on top. Plays the land return. 2 Ghost Quarters.
You could surgical this Teferi, which would be pretty interesting if you want to get rid of that threat. JC.
Someone is saying the whole name is sound. It's pronounced the $50 Hero of Dominaria. So Andy has an attack for a lot. He has lethal. And he's going to go for it. And just versus the mountain. That'll do
That's
it.
gonna
Andy
be
Falk
game.
wins
And
this
match.
match. 2-1 over Justin Gebing. Andy able to be
Justin did not see any removal. We actually saw this problem. It just happens. He drew a lot of lands. So in the finals of the PPTQ on Saturday, he was against a great matchup, which is Elves.